Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Osil, and today I decided I wanted to rank all of my dry shampoos, which means I've over the years tried a lot of dry shampoos, and I've sort of kept 5 of my all-time favorites. Those are the ones that I tend to buy over and over again, which means I really do like and enjoy all of these 5 dry shampoos that I'm going to talk about and rank. But I will give you like mini review on every single one of them, so that maybe if you're looking for a new dry shampoo, you'll know which ones of the ones I have you like or may not like. And also I'll talk a little bit about my finishing, texturizing, volumizing, hairsprays kind of products that I also really enjoy using to give some texture and volume to my hair. I often combine them with my dry shampoos. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about the dry shampoos that I've tried and liked over the years, then you can keep on watching. So I first off want to just mention that I try not to use dry shampoo as often. When I use it, I usually use it on my second day and third day. I tend to wash my hair every second or third day, or like every other or third day. And when I use my dry shampoo, I pretty much always use it or apply it the same way, no matter what kind of dry shampoo I use. I just go in sections. I spray all over where I tend to get more oily hair, which is in the roots and my crown. I know some people like to apply it in their lengths, and it's just what you prefer and what works for your hair, really. I let it sit for about 30 seconds before I just sort of massage it in and just work it into the hair a little bit, and that tends to work very well for me. So the reason why I try to not use dry shampoo too often is that if you use dry shampoo a lot, your hair may become more vulnerable to hair breakage, and as it builds up on the scalp, it can prevent nutrients from being able to reach into the follicles of the hair and then cause shedding because of that. So just keep that in mind, that I guess it's not a product you should use too often. So before I started ranking, I just want to give an honorable mention to the Batiste Original Dry Shampoo, just because I think, as for most people probably, and for me as well, that was kind of what started my obsession with dry shampoos and how I got into it all. And when I first started to use the Batiste Original, it just made everything so much easier for me, and I felt like I was giving my hair a break and I was giving myself a break. It just became a go-to for me. I didn't care about all of the white residue because, yes, the original Batiste, which is still in sale, I think, had a lot of white residue. And I just thought that was how it was with all dry shampoos. I've now learned that there's a lot of dry shampoos out there that doesn't have that residue to it, which you can really appreciate. But back then I didn't really care. I just worked with what I had. It was just a classic. It's actually been around from the 70s, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, I just thought it was a great product, clean scent, and I think I wouldn't be disappointed if I bought it and tried it again, I think. But I've just tried so many other dry shampoos over the years that I think are quite a bit better, more effective, and just feels nicer in your hair. So we're gonna start with the ranking now. Are you ready? All right, so coming in at number 5, it is sort of the dry shampoo that was a step up from the Batiste Original for me. I tried so many of the Batiste versions. They have so many different kinds to choose from, and the Batiste Heavenly Volume was the one that I kind of became my favorite from Batiste after trying the original and several other ones from Batiste. This smells nice. It's just decent dry shampoo, affordable, works, lifts the hair. Still has some white residue, but not as much as the original one. So yeah, I like this one. This I pretty much kept the bottle just for the purpose of this video, because I don't think I will repurchase this one, because I have found other favorites that I like more than this one. But a good, affordable dry shampoo, absolutely. Coming in at number 4, this is probably a brand a lot of you haven't heard unless you are from Norway or the Nordic countries. This is the Camilla Peel Instant Hair Refresh Dry Shampoo. So I want to mention this because this is one of my favorites, and I have decided to repurchase this one over and over again, and there is a reason for it. I do really enjoy this. The bottle lasts for quite a long time, surprisingly long time. I will say it is similar to the Batiste Heavenly Volume, or yeah, Heavenly Volume, just a little bit better. It does have lots and lots of white residue, not as much as the original, but quite a bit more than the Heavenly Volume, I would say. But it feels really nice. It gives volume and hold, and it does the job. It has a mild scent as well, nothing too strong. But yeah, it's just a decent, good dry shampoo, and I, again, have repurchased this several times, but there is other dry shampoos on this list that I do prefer and that I will probably buy over this, but this is sort of one that I've just grabbed because it's convenient, it's easy for me to find and buy, and it's also affordable. So next on my list is again another sort of Nordic brand. It is Ida Varg Vanilla Fudge Dry Shampoo. 100% vegan, refreshing formula is what it says. So this is probably, by far, the best smelling dry shampoo that I've ever tried. It smells amazing, but also quite strong, and it does last on your hair almost like a perfume. So if you're sensitive to scents, this might not be the one for you, but I have lots of good things to say about this. It gives a lot of volume and lift to the hair. It gives texture. Almost, I wouldn't say it's like sticky, but it does, if you're not careful, it might give you some tangles in your hair. So I'm always careful not to apply too much of this when I use it. And also it has no residue whatsoever, so that's great. And again, super affordable. The last 2 dry shampoos I have to talk about are the ones they're very similar. They're my absolute favorite, and I really, really enjoy them, and I think those are the ones that I would like to use over and over again, but they're both very expensive, and that's why I tend to repurchase the other ones I've talked about, or at least the last 2 I've talked about. But coming in at number 2 is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo with sea buckthorn berry. I pretty much always just repurchase small, tiny travel sizes of these because it's expensive, and I don't often see these on sale or at any sort of offer. Now, I haven't tried the new version of this. I've seen both with this one and the one I have at number 1 coming out with new versions that I haven't tried. But yeah, this is so good. So good. Probably in a way a tiny bit better than the one I have at number 1, But because it's difficult for me to get at a decent price and it's very pricey, I have decided to put it at number 2. If it were a little bit more affordable and easier for me to buy and find and buy, I would have put this at number 1. So just so you know, this smells amazing. Very strong scent, but very, very good scent. It has a nice mist. Very, very nice scent. I really enjoy the scent, sort of a floral, clean, fresh scent. And that's kind of how it feels on the hair as well. It feels weightless and clean. There's no residue. It soaks up the oil, and it does add a little bit of volume, not as much as my number 1, but a decent amount. I'm not disappointed with the volume on this dry shampoo. So I'm sort of just waiting on a new offer or a sale on this one so I can repurchase, because this is almost empty again. And so yeah, I really, really enjoy this dry shampoo, and I highly recommend it if you feel like you can afford this one. So coming in at number 1, I'm sure some of you have already guessed because this is a very hyped up dry shampoo. It is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo. It says it actually cleans hair, eliminates oil, sweat, and odor. And it's very true, very much true. It has a strong scent, almost a little bit too strong. It's not a bad scent, but yeah, I think if you have like a migraine or something like that, you would love this maybe. I don't know. It sprays more like a hairspray. Okay, this is so empty now. I have luckily many, I think I have 3, 4 maybe backups of this. I think this is the biggest size, and then there's one smaller size and then a tiny travel size. I think so. This is also very pricey, but I'm so pleased with this product. From the minute I got this the first time years ago, I really enjoyed it. I felt like it really did what I wanted it to do. It just has a little bit of residue, not much, not a problem at all. It doesn't add too much volume, just a little bit, but the hair feels so fresh, so clean. It really does a good job absorbing all the oil from the hair. And I think, well, the reason why I have this at the top is because this is the one that has the more sales and offers here in Norway. So I just, every time there's an offer on this, I get it. And that's why I have repurchased it so many times, but also, of course, because I love it so much. But between these two, again, they're so similar that if this one was more accessible, this would be like, it would be a shared number 1 for me, if you know what I mean. Performance-wise, I enjoy both of these pretty much the same. Maybe even this one a little bit more, just because it adds a little bit more volume. So that's that. I want to just mention 3 finishing sprays that I often combine with these dry shampoos, and sometimes I just use them almost like a hairspray. Yeah, I'll get into it, but I really feel like they're worth mentioning. First off, this, again, Batiste product. It kind of confuses me a little bit, this product, because it's sold as a volume spray. It says XXL volume spray. It doesn't say dry shampoo here, but it's very close to a dry shampoo. I feel like it performs as a dry shampoo, but at the same time, it gives a lot of volume. And it absolutely gives a white residue, just like a dry shampoo. So that's a negative. But it adds a lot of grip, it adds volume and hold. So it's just like mostly a dry shampoo with a extra volume and hold, sort of. But it just has too much white residue for me to repurchase. This is the only, no, I've had one big one and this one as well. Yeah, that I've tried, but I don't think I will repurchase because again, I found out other products that I like more than this one. Also, I have gotten more sensitive to hair products after I got my allergic or had my allergic reaction this winter with the Maria Nila shampoo and conditioner, the Heal series. I've talked enough about that now, but if you've seen some of my previous videos, I talk a lot about that allergic reaction, and I have to consider more what I decide to put in my hair. And I don't think I will repurchase it because of that. Not only because of that, like I said, it just doesn't perform as well as the other products I'm going to talk about, but also because it sort of dries out my scalp a little bit too much also. It's so weird how this changes. If you would have asked me like 6-7 years ago, this would be on top because I hadn't tried the other ones. And now that I have, this is definitely not my favorite anymore, but it's good. It's not bad. I think it's affordable, and I would have probably continued to use it if I hadn't tried the other products. So yeah, that's what I have to say about this one. So next up is another Amika product. It's the un.done Volume and Matte Texture Spray. This is also a pretty hyped product, I think, and for good reasons. I really enjoy this product. It is so good. It's almost like a dry shampoo, but it has absolutely no residue whatsoever. So it gives the qualities, the good qualities that a dry shampoo has, and then it adds that texture and volume to the hair as well. It says matte, but I don't find it matte or dull at all. I don't know why they call it matte. It gives volume and sort of body to the hair, but not really hold. So it's not like a hairspray. But I think it's great for fine hair. So what I usually do, I flip my hair over, I spray all over my hair, and then va va boom. It just turns out really nice. So if I want to make this last, I just add a hairspray. This is the one that I'm really enjoying at the moment. Oh, ID Hair Elements Fix It in Place Strong hairspray. Vela had sort of my go-to hairspray for years, but I moved on to this one now. I'm very happy with it. And then lastly, the last product I want to talk about today is my favorite sort of finishing, volumizing, texturizing spray that I've got and that I've tried ever. It's the Kevin Murphy Do-Over Dry Powder Finishing Hairspray. This is what it looks like. So this does it all. It really is a dry shampoo, a texturizing spray, and a hairspray all in one. It gives volume and hold and grip, but it's not sticky. It's great when you want to do updos or braid your hair. This is perfect. No residue whatsoever. It smells nice, and the best thing about it is that you can't feel it in your hair at all. Not for me, at least. It's very, again, whiteless is what I want to describe this as. So I really like my top favorite products that I want to just highlight today are these three ones. They're really good, and these are the ones I'm gonna repurchase over and over again, I think. But again, they're all quite expensive, and that's just the downside of it. But if you're good at paying attention to offers and whenever they're on sale, I think you can get it at a good price. So I absolutely think they're worth it. And so yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you got something out of this video. Let me know what's your favorite dry shampoo or finishing spray, texturizing spray, you know what I mean. Would love for it to be cruelty free. If you can find one that's really good, I would love to know. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!